"You should be embarrassed," Rex Ryan blasts Shedeur Sanders over Browns rookie's bold remark on NFL's QB quality. Former Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders has quickly become one of the most discussed rookies in the NFL, largely due to his controversial draft slide and his outspoken nature off the field. Selected by the Cleveland Browns in the 5th round, Sanders has found himself in a challenging position, third on the quarterback depth chart behind veteran Joe Flacco and another established signal caller. Despite not having taken a single snap in a regular season NFL game, Sanders recently made headlines for commenting on the overall quality of quarterbacks in the league, a statement that sparked a heated debate. While some interpreted Sanders' remarks as a display of confidence in his own abilities, former NFL coach Rex Ryan strongly disagrees. On Monday's episode of ESPN's Get Up, Ryan did not mince words, directly criticizing the Browns rookie. "You should be embarrassed," Ryan said, responding to Sanders' claim that many NFL quarterbacks aren't performing at an elite level. Ryan emphasized that Sanders hasn't yet proven himself on the professional stage and that such commentary reflects poor timing and a lack of experience. Sanders' controversial statement. Sanders' comments came during an off-season interview, in which he asserted that the current pool of NFL quarterbacks is not as talented as commonly perceived. Although the remarks were framed as self-confidence, they quickly drew the attention of analysts, coaches, and the media. Some pundits praised Sanders for having the boldness and self-belief that could translate to a successful professional career. Others, including Ryan, saw it as overstepping, especially given Sanders' position as a third-string rookie who has yet to face NFL competition. Ryan's critique highlighted the disconnect between talent and experience in Sanders' case. Confidence is one thing, but making statements about league-wide quarterback quality before you've played a down in a real game? That's embarrassing, Ryan said. His comments reflect a common sentiment among veteran coaches: young players must earn respect through performance, not declarations. Browns' quarterback situation. Sanders' remarks also underscore the larger issue at Cleveland: uncertainty at the quarterback position. Joe Flacco, the team starter, has struggled in the early part of the season, leaving the Browns' offense inconsistent and turnover-prone. These struggles have fueled speculation that Sanders could receive meaningful playing time sooner rather than later. However, Flacco's continued presence as the starter, combined with the team's investment in veteran leadership, makes it unlikely that a rookie will be rushed onto the field without proper preparation. Former NFL insiders and Browns beat reporters note that while Sanders shows promise, he still has significant development ahead. His accuracy, decision-making, and understanding of professional defenses must improve before he can be trusted as a starter. For now, he is viewed as a developmental prospect who could eventually challenge for the role if Flacco falters or the team decides to invest in the future. Jason Lloyd weighs in. Browns insider Jason Lloyd, writing for The Athletic, offered a sobering perspective on Sanders' immediate future. Lloyd believes that, despite the intrigue surrounding Sanders' talent, he is unlikely to see playing time during the 2024 season. Even with Flacco struggling, Sanders is still behind on the depth chart. The Browns aren't going to start a rookie with zero NFL experience just because of confidence, Lloyd wrote. He noted that the organization is focused on long-term development, preferring to let Sanders acclimate to the speed and complexity of professional football before thrusting him into high-pressure situations. Lloyd also raised the possibility that Sanders' bold public statements could create tension with the coaching staff. In a team-oriented environment like Cleveland, maintaining professionalism and demonstrating humility often matters as much as talent. If Sanders fails to navigate this balance, it could affect his standing within the franchise. Potential trade implications. Looking ahead, some analysts suggest that Sanders' tenure with the Browns could be short-lived if he cannot ascend the depth chart. With the November trade deadline approaching, teams around the league are always on the lookout for quarterbacks with raw talent and upside, especially young players eager to prove themselves. While a trade would likely require Cleveland to receive significant compensation, the scenario is not out of the question if Sanders continues to push boundaries without demonstrating readiness in practice and preseason games. Trade speculation is fueled in part by the team's current struggles. Flacco's inconsistent play, coupled with limited offensive production, has created uncertainty about Cleveland's immediate competitiveness. For Sanders, the trade scenario presents both a risk and an opportunity. Leaving the Browns could offer a clearer path to playing time, but also carries the challenge of adjusting to a new system and coaching staff mid-season. The rookie's mindset. Despite criticism, Sanders' confidence is rooted in his collegiate success at Colorado, where he was known for poise, arm strength, and leadership on the field. Supporters argue that his bold statements reflect the mindset required to succeed at the professional level. In the NFL, where mental toughness and self-belief are critical, some believe that Sanders' willingness to speak out is a sign of ambition, not arrogance. However, Critics like Ryan and Lloyd stress that execution and humility must accompany confidence. Balancing talent and professionalism. Sanders' situation highlights a recurring tension in professional sports, balancing raw talent with professional expectations. Young players often struggle with public perception when making bold claims, and the reaction from experienced figures like Rex Ryan illustrates the high standards expected in the NFL. For the Browns, the challenge is to nurture Sanders' potential while keeping the locker room cohesive and focused on team goals. The debate surrounding Sanders also sheds light on the broader discussion of quarterback development. Teams must weigh the benefits of allowing a talented rookie to express himself against the risks of undermining veteran leadership or creating distractions. How Cleveland navigates this balance could shape both Sanders' career and the team's trajectory this season. Conclusion. In the end, Sanders' remarks have become a lightning rod for discussion about confidence, readiness, and respect in the NFL. Rex Ryan's blunt rebuke, "You should be embarrassed," serves as a reminder that performance, not words, ultimately defines a player's reputation at the professional level. While Sanders has the physical tools and collegiate pedigree to succeed, he faces a critical test, translating his potential into execution on the field while earning the trust of coaches, teammates, and fans. As the Cleveland Browns continue their 2024 campaign, all eyes will be on the quarterback room. Joe Flacco's struggles persist, and Shedeur Sanders' ambition remains high. Whether he earns playing time, adjusts his approach, or explores opportunities elsewhere, the rookie's journey is far from over, and the next few months could define the early chapters of what promises to be a closely watched career.